Well, welcome back to the Adut Salva Kiir Foundation Cup, where the theme is love, unity, and respect. The first quarterfinal has just come to an end, and now we are into the second quarterfinal. And this time it will be Nakuru Hawks taking on Longhorns here at the Nyayo Gymnasium. It's set to be quite an entertaining encounter, this one. It was a tense encounter in the last game. As we saw, the Mentors book their spot in the semi-finals to be played tomorrow here at the Nyayo Gym. As we look at the lineups for Nakuru Hawk, Deng Aweng, Kura Jang. Number 10 will be Awer Juak. Simon Wambua will be number 7. Bramwell Muchina, number 11. Number 13, Alier Mopau. Ezekiel Jok will be number 9. Deng Kuol, number 14. Simon Ajak will be number 15. Lual Jok, number 5. Brian Tasur, number 4. And number 12 will be Hawaii Garang. Well, as we also now look at the Longhorns, who've come all the way from Eldoret, it will be Eli Garang, number 4, Sebit Malel, number 5, number 6, Johnson Ali, number 7, Kontut, number 8, Meshak Olo, number 9, Lual Aloak, number 10, Abraham Gong, number 11, Stephen Muingai, number 12, Deng Aleu, number 13, Ma Deng. Number 14, George Kutei. Number 15, Lual Garang. As we prepare for tip-off here, the Nyayo Gym in the second quarterfinal. Of this basketball game. The game officials will be led by Precious Sifuna. Masi Wangeshi will be the umpire 1, and Donald CJ will be the umpire 2. As we tip off here, it will be the Hawks with the first possession of the basketball. And what an opener from Wambua for the Hawks. Hawks are in gray, while the Longhorns are in all white, all the way from Eldoret. Wambua will bring the ball forward for the Nakuru Hawks. Muchina, outlet to Mapio. Big rebound from Ainang. Foul called on the number 15, Simon Ajak, for the Hawks. Muingai will go to the line and he'll score his first free throw. And he'll be successful on the second one as well. Yet another tray from deep this time. The Nakuru Hawks beginning this game absolutely in blistering form from beyond the arc. Muchina, outlet, Wambua gets it. He's eating up early in this basketball game for the Hawks, Wambua. Misses the shot. Good floater, he went high. Transition as Aineng misses out for Nakuru Hawks. Guy is fouled. The number 11. Well, Ainang attempts a three but misses out, but the big rebound there from Juak. Alo will bring the ball forward for the Longhorns. Another attempt there, but this time I missed Trey. Ooh. That was an easy position for a layup, but he misses out. Alawak. Ainang. Mid-range shot. Blocked. China. And a fantastic finish there from Garang for the Longhorns. Mungai will bring it. Is it? Oh, sorry. Alo will bring it forward. Well, he's moving very well, Alawak, but however, he's unable to convert that. So Wambua to Muchina, mid-range off the glass. And a bunker shot in that scenario. As the timeout is called, So we look at some of the replays from the start, and Nakuru Hawks began with a tray from Wambua, just showing their intentions very early in this matchup. They've knocked down a couple of those so far. Wambua being specifically the one man to go to when you want a long-range shot, Simon. As we look at those replays here, and again, that's the situation. As Nakuru Hawks lead by 6 in these early stages of this basketball game. Eshakolo misses out. Another three-pointer from the Hawks, this time Deng, the captain, Mungai. Meshach Olo will get it back for the Longhorns. Remember, this is the second quarterfinal of this Ask tournament. A foundation that has been very well known to support areas in South Sudan that are otherwise unreachable. I try to dig boreholes, supporting the women and the children. Now they're venturing into sports so that they are able to empower the youth, particularly from South Sudan. It's a fantastic initiative from this foundation, and it's good to see, because I was having a word with Maguel earlier today, and he was very forthcoming about the targets that they wish to even have this tournament back in Juba. So it's good to see. And what's so amazing about this tournament is that they also incorporate the players who are able to play, although with a limited number, that is, a certain number per team, so that it targets the required number of players to be able to play this tournament. Nakuru Hawks lead by 9 at this early stage. Big block from Muchina, not allowing Mugai to have his own way. Muchina for 3, attempted, missed, and the rebound will be collected and brought forward by Aleu. For 3, it's that man again, Mungai. Holding the fort at the minute for the Longhorns. As we look at that replay again, smooth and a switch to go with it. Another missed layup, but Muchina will get the foul and the basket to go with it as well. And one. Here is an attempt from there. A mid-range shot, the other end. It's converted by Ajang. Fadeaway jumper, and a beautiful one at that from Juak. Can he get it? Well, Longhorns and that one will go out of bounds. It will be Nakuru Hawks ball. For three. This is out. Muchina will pick up the rebound for the Hawks. Muchina will drive in towards the basket. Longhorns will get the leather. It's their ball. As we are almost coming to an end of this first quarter, which has really been an open game so far. But the basketball game has been really open. Big rebound, just tussling, whoever gets the basketball, and it will go Hawks' way. And here attempted put back, but that doesn't get it to go. As we look at some of the most interesting aspects of this basketball game so far. It's been really open.
We still have 4 more games. And
Well, China is already up to 12 points at this early stage of this basketball game. As we look at some of those statistics that we have just been talking about, you look at the field goal percentages that are epitomizing this basketball game. You look at the 30% being the one making the biggest difference in this game. The turnover is almost equal, but those slight differences are the ones that are creating an 8-point lead for the Nakuru Hawks, who have begun this game in much quicker form than their opponents, the Longhorns. As we look at some of those replays from the first quarter, China just with his size causing a little bit of problems for the Longhorns. And Mungai has been superb with his absolutely brilliant look-away pass to find Gong. He's been at the center of everything, Mungai, so far. The number 11 for the Longhorns. But the swish is absolutely majestic. Mungai again. Look, the assist that Mungai is creating is just absolutely magnominous. You look at that and you know that is a player they need to shut down. If you are on the defensive end of a player like that, you need to find a way to limit his opportunities, because he's creating, he's scoring, and if he keeps going on in that kind of form, he's essentially the one who's keeping the Hawks on check at the minute. Longhorns bring the ball forward here. You attack, try, slash through. Was unable. It slashes through is number 4, Garan. However, they lose out the ball. Wambua. Jock misses out with the attempted try, doesn't get it to go. Guy slashes through, tries to pick out a pass, but this time doesn't get to the intended target. Michina will bring it forward, will attack the backside. As he's trying to slash through, he's fouled. Go to the line for 2. Scores the first one. Michina is leading all scorers for the Hawks. However, is also leading all scorers for the game in entirety at the minute. He's up to 13 points, Michina. Mid-range shot. An easy layup there for Ajok. Hello. And he has to flex his muscle a little bit there, Deng. Feeling proud of himself after collecting a foul, throwing the basket and a foul in the process. God won't be proud of that. Won't be proud of that. Ambua for 3. Foul, an off the ball foul. Spotted by referee Sifuna. Mchina trying to slash through, doesn't manage to do so. Fantastic for the Longhorns so far. Guy for 3, and he gets another bite at the cherry. Really? Well, Mungai now needs to start doing his point guard duties, because it seems like he has abandoned that particular area of his job. There's Mungai. Now, there he does it. Well, he seems to have had me because he had stopped doing his duties, but now he's doing them. And when he does them, the Longhorns look like they can play. And you look at the three-pointers percentages down on your screen. They're not making a good reading for the Longhorns so far. As Mchina finishes again. Mchina has been excellent so far, and he's up to 16 points, and we are only 3 minutes in to the second quarter. Mchina will go to the line to continue tormenting the Longhorns, because he's the one man they are unable to do anything about. He's now up to 17 points of the 27 points Nakuru Hawks have scored so far. Look at the field goal, 10 of 27 compared to 6 of 24 for the Longhorns. That's making the big difference, and it's saying a lot about the margin that is 11 points so far. Gong with a mid-range shot. Wambua to Deng. Picked up rather easily by Alok. Alok. Mchina misses out. Ajok. And Ajok will attempt again. And the ball will go Longhorns' way. Ajok doesn't seem pleased with himself after missing that easy layup. Ngai. Then. Alier. Blocks them, and he gets the ball will be Guy for 3. It's the ever-present Meshakolo. He's making his presence felt, Olo. Wambua, extra pass, and in the corner it's Ajok who finishes off with another tray. It's been the big difference in this game so far. Can he? Does miss that one, but a big rebound there. Attempts to go back up, gone, but he doesn't convert it, and the ball will be brought forward by Simon Wambua for the Nakuru Hawks. Into Muchina from Deng. Superb defense by the Longhorns there. Oh, attempted an alley-oop. Well, it would be a very incredible feat if that were to be converted, because the person under the basket there was Muchina. Oh, and Wambua again with another one. It's another 3 from him. Well, he's up to 9 points, Wambua. An easy layup again as Nakuru Hawks continue to seize control of this matchup midway through the second quarter. Another turnover, Mungai. Oh, and he goes on to pick up a foul that is rather difficult for anyone to miss. As the timeout is called, surely they need to fix something. The Longhorns. As we look at some of those replays that have been coming through here from Nukta. The statistics. It is the assist level that Mungai is showing so far in this basketball game. He's been absolutely sensational in that aspect of the assisting part. However, sometimes he's gotten carried away, and in the event he's done that, the Longhorns have really struggled to Well, Wambua will go to the line for 2. He scores the first one. This is the second one, and the rebound is picked up by Deng. And Mungai will bring the ball forward for the Longhorns. So the team that has come all the way from Eldoret to participate in the Ask Foundation Tournament Cup. Deng try to pick out a jog, but he couldn't get him. The Longhorns will have the possession of the rock. Deep 3. It's a break. Well, it's a 15-point game, so the Longhorns need to step it up a couple of notches if they are to find themselves back in this matchup. Again, and there is the man who's showing his class today, Simon Wambua, dropping another tray. The Longhorns are unraveling here. It's starting to become more like a procession to the semi-final for the Nakuru Hawks. Jack got a little excited and felt the baseline was there for the taking, and as a consequence he travels and the ball will go back to Longhorns' hands. Mungai has played every minute of this basketball game so far. The step through was good, but wasn't enough. Wambua, a jack. Well, it's a little bit too casual from the Longhorns so far. An easy layup below the basket from Muchina, who just keeps scoring one basket after another, back to back for him. Well, the leather will be bounded by Mungai onto Garang. Muchina with the big rebound again. The size of Muchina is proving quite a challenge for the rest of the opposition players. The Longhorns are struggling. Mungai will attack the basket. Excellent pass again from Mungai. What a pass. He's just one of those players. He's up to 5 assists for the basketball game so far. For the Longhorns, he's the man to go to. Not in terms of scoring though, but he's creating so much for his team. They need to get him on the ball more often. Another tray from Ajak. Wambua. Excellent to Muchina, good ball movement, and he just doesn't stop it. There, he just keeps scoring these threes, and they're leaving him absolutely free, the Longhorns. You can't do that. You can't do that. Guy attempts a long-range effort. That doesn't go. Wambua. Wambua thought he'd gotten one of those assists of the game. However, the defender had other ideas for the Longhorns.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Guy mid-range shot, tried to beat the clock, but that didn't go. And Nakuru Hawks are taking a giant leap in this quarterfinal to make it to the semi-final, as they take a 47-23 lead to go into the second half of this basketball game. And the Longhorns need to find a way. As we look at the game statistics coming out through from Nukta, 43%, almost double of what the Longhorns are giving, which is 24%. The 2-point percentages is 50-50, 50% for the Nakuru Hawks, 30% for the Longhorns. The 3-point percentage is where the biggest difference now lies, 31.1% compared to 43.3%. And we've seen that happen over and over again. Not much to separate in terms of the free throws. The rebounds, it's slightly in favor of the Nakuru Hawks. And the assists as well is just slightly in favor of the Nakuru Hawks, who have been absolutely the team to entertain us in this particular first half. So as we go to the break, and we prepare for the third quarter to see if the Longhorns can be able to turn this game around. I will leave you with the replays of this game between Hawks and Longhorns. I will definitely be here with you to take you through the second half. Well, welcome back to this quarterfinal of the Ask Cup tournament. The Hawks have dominated the first half, but the Longhorns have begun the second half with much needed revival as they get the first basket of this third quarter. Here's Deng for the Hawks. Into Ajak and into Muchena. Mid-range shot, this is out, but a rebound from Alier, and he'll go to the line. An opportunity to recoup the 2 points that the Hawks have scored, but he misses the first free throw. China for three, misses out, big rebound, and then Mugai will collect it for the Longhorns, and excellent play from Garang. And Mugai, would it be a dream he had finished that, because it would mean he started the move and then he came all the way to finish it off. Mugai. Here is Simon Wambua Deng to Muchina. Tried the hook shot, didn't go. Wambua falls way short of the rim on his attempted tray. Gaining some encouragement from Muchina as well. Another one. Oh, beautiful shot off the glass. That's a bunker for the man, Mark Meshakolo. Well, you kind of feel like it might just come down to Meshakolo and Mungai to try and gain something from this. However, Ajak still continuing from where he left off in the first and the second quarters. Mungai. Excellent assist. Can he? No, rejected. Well, a foul. As we look at that replay, just to... Well, he wasn't going to let him dunk on him. Ajak tried to pick a foul in the process. But look at the block situation. Nakuru Hawks leading 2-1. Nakuru Hawks are in deep trouble as you look at the free throw percentage as well, where the Longhorns do have a better percentage from the line. However, the scoreline of 50-28 speaks volume. 44% from the free throw line isn't too bad. Here's Mungai. this time falls way short. Deng. Oh, Deng is levered with a call from the official, which was an offensive foul. He had the time and the space to change direction, but he decided to bump into his man. Kick up. Garang. Another air ball from Garang. He's just shooting air balls at the minute. Another brick from the Longhorns. This time Ali. Another brick. Well, it looks like the Longhorns need to find a way to mitigate the bricklaying. Mid-range, another one again, and they're just missing so easy shots. They're very easy shots that they're missing, the Longhorns, which is giving Nakuru Hawks the opportunity to punish. Here's Mungai. He's played every single minute of this basketball game. Finishes just under the basket. Almost caught himself in a wedgie. Mushina. Wambua. It's gotta be a side ball, that one. Oh, the action. Wambua. Muchena into Kong. Wonderful burial turn from Alier. Well, it's nice to see when a big man is being able to play on the outside, like Muchena is doing right now for the Nakuru Hawks. Kick out, Mungai. Oh, and he went for the extra pass as the shot clock expired. It's a 24-point game. And this quarterfinal is starting to get away from and Deng with a big layup. And one to go with it. He made the most of it, Deng. As Aloak couldn't resist, as timeout is called here. 26-point game for the Nakuru Hawks, who have been dominant so far in this matchup. Since they're off, from the first attempt, you could tell that they were up for it. Simon Wambua dropped a couple of tries in the first couple of minutes of the game, and they've not looked back since. There's not been a point in this basketball game where Longhorns have looked like coming back in it. They're simply dominant, Nakuru Hawks, in this second quarterfinal. Remember, there are 4 quarterfinal matchups to watch out for here at Okapisportsnetwork. This is the Adult Salva Kiir Foundation Cup, so you expect a lot of competitions going forward. After this one, there'll be still 2 more games to come your way. And off the glass was Olo. Jack again with another long-range try. He's had a field day today. Nobody's defending him. Alier with an excellent turn there. Another completes a 3-point play. Deng, who's been a long-serving member of this Hawks team. Oh, he ran into a wall. Wambua. Deng. Wambua for 3. Gets it. It's been the story of the game so far. All through. Those tries are the biggest difference between every single opportunity that has come the Hawks' way. It seems Wambua and Ajak are not planning to miss any today. And wow, they just cannot do this. They really need to start defending this race. They're finding themselves beyond the 3-point line every single time. And that's the difference between a game that you want to win and probably a game that you just think you're not going to do anything about it. They need to stop the Hawks from shooting the long threes. It's just causing all sorts of problems for the Longhorns. But it looks like everyone now got it. Here is Olo for Longhorns. Excellent pass and a lovely finish from Kute. Deng. Yeah, moving screen is the official's verdict. And I'm agreeing with her. Juak. Wambua will get the basketball back from Malal. You cannot leave him completely free, no defense whatsoever. He even has a chance to have a corner. Tried it but couldn't fix it. Here's Deng. Back in the day, Deng used to be a point guard. Wambua picked out a jock. Wambua right slash through. Oh, and he gets the mid-range shot. Well, the Hawks are running away with it. It's still a 30-point game. Wonderful play from Kute, from Alwak. Alwak has gotten back into this basketball game and is doing very well for his team right now. The rest need to follow suit for the Longhorns if they are to mount some sort of comeback in this particular game. The time is not really going their way at the minute, but they really need to start something. It has to start somewhere. If the Hawks can create a 20-point lead in the first 2 quarters, There's no reason why the Longhorns can't do the same to get back into this one. You expect for a quarterfinal game the Longhorns to put up a fight. Again, he's free. Well, the only reason he's missing is probably because now he's starting to think that, well, I got it covered. Wambua misses out. This time, well, the threes are now not falling. They're now building bricks. That is the Hawks. And a wonderful layup there by Deng. Olo. To Gutey. Another layup again. They are trying to cut this lead. They really need to do that more often. George Gutey finishes off for the Longhorns. Couple more baskets like that one, and we may have a game on our hands. Well, unnecessary foul. That is from Malel. Went in hard, and Wambua will go to the line for two. Yeah, he's been excellent. 15 points for him. 4 out of 8 from the three-point line. 7 assists to go with it. And mind you, for his size, 2 rebounds. That is quite a statistic. Wambua will take the second. Scored the first. Oh no. Yeah, Travo, yeah, just got a little too excited there. Alwak. Deng. Kicker. Wambua. Layup, reverse. He got himself in a wedgie there. There was no way he was going. Olo for 3. Misses out as the third quarter comes to an end here. The Hawks lead 63-38 against the Longhorns. Longhorns who started rather poorly and haven't recovered since the first quarter. Things have just kept on moving from bad to worse for them, the Longhorns. The coach will have to do something extraordinary to try and get back into this matchup. As we look at those statistics, the rebound situation is not too bad for either team. The field goal percentages, give or take, not too bad. However, that 2-point percentages and the 3-point percentage make the biggest difference in this matchup, because that is almost 50% for the Nakuru Hawks, while it's down to 35% for the Longhorns. And the free throw percentages almost the same. The assists as well have now improved because the Longhorns have been moving the ball very well this latter part of this third quarter. However, the coach for the Longhorns will have to do much better than this. He's gonna have to pull something special from his bag to ensure that the Longhorns have a chance to make it to the semi-finals of the ASK Foundation Cup. And remember that this is the second edition of this tournament. And if you're joining us, the Adut Salva Kiir Foundation has done quite well with the charity works, especially in South Sudan. And even Kakuma, they've been there, they've dug boreholes for the remote areas in South Sudan where water is something that is very difficult to get. So it's a good thing that now they're empowering the youth through sports. And Garang, Malan, finishes up with a fantastic three-pointer from beyond the arc. Mid-range shot. Well, they need to continue in much the same vein, Longhorns. The way they've begun this quarter, they need to keep up that momentum. Excellent assist. And we saw that in the statistics just before we came into this quarter, how they've improved on the assist front. And that is, if they keep that up, they do have a chance. And suddenly it's a 20-point game. Look at the assist standard now. When the Hawks were leading by a mammoth 30 points, they had a very big lead, but the assist statistics now is only down to 3. They can improve more. The Longhorns still have a chance. 9 minutes in a basketball game. Opportunities there. They just need to get their run correctly. Muchina, mid-range. Air ball. Longhorns ball. Well, he's smiling now because he knows they have got a 20-point lead. Wipe that a little bit more. Can they? Misses out. Big rebound, big block from Deng. And it will be an easy layup for Juak. Olo. Can he? Nearly, but he breaks it. And off the glass it goes from Kutei. Wambua. Into Muchina, who finally now goes to the low post to try and play his favorite position, because he's been playing up top for much of this second and third quarter. Although it's fouled. For 3 of the glass. Wambua for Hawks. China. Wambua. Wambua will try and attack the basket. Can he? Oh, he just does it and beats the shot clock as well. China. He's so happy with himself from that tray. Well, it's back up to 30 points. It went down to 10 at one stage. Now it's back to 25. It's the start that did not go very well for the Longhorns. China trying to get the break on. Wonderful transition, however, then couldn't finish. And Another transition. Now it's starting to open up. I think it's starting to look like curtains. Garang finishes a layup for the Hawks. Olo for three. Well, it looks like the Longhorns are just drifting towards an inevitable end to their tournament. Muchina for three. Misses out. Rebound from Malal. Another rebound from Olo. Olo tries. Can he get it? Oh, he does. Excellent crossover from Deng. Mentioned he used to be a point guard. Oh, whoa. How did Kuti miss that? Wow. Well, it looks like both teams know where they are headed. Kuti finishes in a layup, finally gets it right. Well, it's certainly edging towards a conclusion that is almost inevitable. It's a 22-point game. 5 minutes to go. The semi-final is beckoning for the Nakuru Hawks, while the end of a tournament which they have performed well is about to hit the Longhorns. Three misses. Can he? No, he can't. Big block again from Garang. And he goes on to give a turnover. After doing so well. Kutei, reverse layup of the glass. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff from Kutei there. Muchina has had an excellent game. He's had 24 points so far. Offensive rebound 5, but it's a defensive rebound that he's made a huge contribution for his team, Bramwell Muchina. He has had 11 defensive rebounds. That is quite a number. Well, it's a 22-point game. Now it's down to 20. And with 3:34, you'd start to think that maybe they could have a chance. However, not like that. Not while picking up fouls like that. It's not helpful at all. As we look at some of the statistics coming through from Nukta, it is Meshak Olo with 13 points for the Longhorns, who have been struggling to get back into this matchup since the opening bell. It has looked one-way traffic at some stage. Big rebound there from Ajuaku, who has been phenomenal in this game. Muchina extends his scoring to 26 points. He's just having a field day. It's almost like he's not breaking a sweat. Turnover. Can he get it? That's wild and off the rim. Wow. Can he? Misses out. Well, they can afford to do that right now because they have a very big lead and the clock is running out for the Longhorns, who know that probably their dreams of that semi-final is about to come to an end. Misses out. Well, a timeout. It's called here. Well, it started to look inevitable for the Longhorns, who have given it their all here today. However, you'd feel like had they hung on earlier on, it could be a bit much more closer than what the scoreline depicts here. Well, Garang checked in with a block there. Look at that. And the reverse from Curti, it was absolutely beautiful to watch how he reversed the basketball off the glass. And Joak has been excellent for, not to mention that man, Muchina, who seems to be having the time of his life today. Well, the Longhorns have given it their all, but they just came up against a team that knows exactly what to do, when to do it. To be fair, they started very well. And those trays earlier on really just sent a clear message to the Longhorns that the Hawks are here to make the semi-final. Another missed shot there. Garang. Well, everything is going their way. Even if you miss it, you can still get it and still score. And that is how sometimes a basketball game goes. You think, I'm trying to score, I'm trying to be careful, nobody's defending me, like in this scenario, and then you still miss it. Then you have to ask yourself, what is going on? It just happens sometimes in a basketball game. As we edge towards the last bit of this second quarter final. Well, another attempt here for three. Just wild, it's another break. Well, Time is almost up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Well, they can even afford to give the basketball. As this game comes to an end, the Hawks make the semi-final and take the second quarterfinal here of the day. 2 more quarterfinals to go in this Adud Salva Kiir Foundation Cup tournament here in Nairobi, Nyayo Gym. As we look at the statistics from Nukta that are coming through here, it's been even at the end in the game on the field goals, but it's the 50% of the 2-pointers and then the 28.6% from the 3-point line. It's just slight improvement, a little bit of everything from these statistics. You look at the 51 rebounds compared to 41, 19 assists compared to 12, 58% for free throw, 42%. It's just the slight margins, but those small margins are the ones that have created this huge range that it's finished here. The Nakuru Hawks 82, Longhorns 62. Well, it's been a wonderful afternoon for basketball games in the Arts Foundation Cup. Nakuru Hawks took the first quarter, the second quarter, the third, apart from the fourth, whereby the Longhorns edged it slightly, but I think that was because the Hawks had just lowered their demands to themselves a bit. As we look at all these replays coming through, where it started, this is where it started. Wambua with an opening jumper all the way out. Set the tone for the Hawks. And despite the Longhorns' all best efforts, it just couldn't fall for them. They kept trying, they kept knocking. However, their dreams of winning the second edition of the ASK Foundation is over. It is now a semi-final spot for the Nakuru Hawks. I've been your commentator, Cletus Masingo. I hope you join us for the rest of the day for the other quarterfinal matches. Have a good evening.